eventually, you have someone reach out to you, like, hey, I need help with this. It's like, all right, I got one client this month. That's good. Now let's make my goal to get one client every month.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and wisdom of how they sold their first million.
Absolutely, and when it comes to the information, the people think uh, the people think, oh, you paying 1,500 an hour. That's a lot of money. Yeah, I'm telling you because my fee per hour is 2,500, and the people say, wow, but Harry, that's a lot of money. I said, well, it's not about the time. It's about the knowledge and the experience that I will share with you in that time frame where what is worth. And I think that this is what is important. So for me, I don't mind to pay 1,500 per hour to any consultant, even more, because I know that if this is the right person, is gonna in that time frame can release a piece of information that can literally accelerate any business, right?
Yeah, and I mean, it's less of a risk than hiring the wrong person.
Is less than and more risk trying to do it yourself without knowing, because this is what I know. Trial and error, that is expensive, very expensive, and it takes you way longer to arrive there. So why, Joshua, when you're working in corporate America, you started to save? You actually really wanted to live. It was a little bit risky to live even without a plan, without how I'm gonna make money. You just save, and you decide to leave corporate America. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, a little bit
Well, I
risky.
mean, my expenses were
Yeah.
really low because I was
Hmm.
living with roommates. I did a good job of saving money. So
So tell us
I
about this
figured,
journey when you have no money and you have to make money. That's what I'm interested in. So now that's it. You left corporate America. You have no money. You have the money that you save, and now you have to figure out how to make money. Tell us what happened. Did you read any book? Did you work with any coach? Do you have any friend that guide you? How was this process?
well, I figured out how much money do I need to make a day to like be able to
Ah, that's very good for
survive.
starting.
So
So how
I was
much?
like, I
How
only
was that figure? How much was that you had to make in the day back then?
I was like, if I could make at least $20 a day, I'll be okay.
I can cover my
So
expenses.
what I would do is I signed up to be an Uber driver
Mm-hmm.
and I would do airport rides and I would go pick up people in nice neighborhoods and drive them to the airport and I just talk with them.
You make more money than 20 per day. I'm under the impression doing this, no?
Well, I mean, you have some expenses, but the goal is just $20 a day. That way it's
Okay,
like, all right, I can get this done in maybe an hour. And then the rest of the
that's
day I
it.
can focus on
Very good. In how to
building
make more.
the enterprise. So it's like, all right,
Very good.
$20, my expenses for the day are covered. I can go buy
And
food.
also, hold on 1 second. And then this is a different concept because now your card is not a liability, it's an asset. It's producing you money.
Exactly.
So now you don't have a liability. You have the card become also an asset for you, right?
Yeah, it makes you
Uh,
money.
exactly. Because, yeah, you said, well, I have some expenses. Yeah, but those expenses, maybe you need to buy tires for the car, you need to buy gas, you need to buy stuff for this car. But hey, uh, you actually need the car for you, right? So now your mini business, your mini Uber business, it turn your card from a liability to an asset, right? That's a very good concept to start to build wealth sustainable. Yeah. So what else you
Yeah,
did?
well, you
This is
have
a
no
very
cus
good start. This
ha
is a very
have
good
no
start.
Well, we have no customers, we have no marketing strategy. I don't know how to do that, so I had to figure out like, all right, how can I make easy money? And driving for Uber is easy money, and most of
How
the
about
time,
the
if you're not,
friends? How about your friends that telling you, man, come back to corporate America? There is not such a thing that easy money. You crazy. The only way of getting good money is working hard. Um, Forget about this easy money thing. This is
I
not
mean,
gonna
driving
work.
Uber is pretty easy. You just turn on your phone and
So
you
do you have
wait.
any friends? Do you have any friend, any colleague that try to tell you to bail out this strategy and to come back to corporate America? You told me some friends told you that they were saying they were thinking that you were stupid because you leave corporate America, right?
They did. I just didn't listen to them.
How you manage to don't listen to them? Where
I
do
mean,
you find the
I did.
strength? Because if you have everybody surrounding you telling you you're doing something wrong, because being an entrepreneur is a very lonely journey. You have to have a lot of self-confidence. Yeah, you have to believe in you big time.
Well,
Uh,
it's
so
just
where do you find the
when you
strength?
have,
Or do you have another bunch of friends that actually believe in you? I said, look, you're gonna make it. Continue to this path. You go in because what is important, Joshua, is the concept. Even with you with no money, you have you started to build wealth with very powerful concept, which is turning your car from a liability to an asset. This I find it brilliant. How old were you when you did this?
how old I was I,
Where,
or
yeah, yes, when you were doing this.
I mean, it was right when I left.
So 20, 30 years old,
I was 27.
look at this. So at the 27 years old, something shift because now you're making money, but from your own asset that you created from your own vehicle. So now your mind is start to change.
Well, being an Uber driver gives you flexibility too.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you can wake up at 5 in the morning, get an airport
Mm-hmm.
ride, someone
You
going
wake
to the
up whatever
airport
you
early.
want, you do whatever you want. Yeah. Okay, so now that this concept work for you, now what you start to think is how can I do more of this? How can I create more assets that produce me money easy? Yeah, that was your next goal. Yeah. So
Well, the
how
Uber
was you
driving
saying?
was just get anything is better than zero.
Absolutely.
So that
Well,
was just to
you
like have
were
a little
covering
money
your
coming
expenses.
in while I
Hmm.
was focusing on building the business. And then eventually you have someone reach out to you like, hey, I need help with this. It's like, all right, I got one client this month. That's good. Now let's make my goal to get one client every month. And
Wow.
then you
And you
start
were
building it
helping
up.
these clients, like helping them grow in the business, helping them with the manage the wealth. So what type of job were you doing for those clients?
Yeah, in the beginning, it was mostly like financial and retirement planning. And then as I gained more skills, the amount of areas I could assist people with began to
Mhm.
grow, such as helping them with tax strategies, helping them with business strategies, all those things that I had to learn outside of corporate America, because at corporate America, your goal is just to do your job. When you create a business, now you have to learn business inside
Yeah.
and out.
Mhm.
So, I mean,
That-
if you make a lot of money at your current job and you're a top performer at that job, I would challenge anyone to say go out in the streets and see how easily you can get someone to give you money for something in return.
Mhm. Okay. So then usually someone is in love with this conversation. How people can find you, how this process works. Can you tell us?
Yeah, you can just find me on your favorite social media platform. Just type in Joshua Krafchick, or you can Google 369financial.com and check it out. And if you're interested, you could schedule a meeting. If you're not interested and you just want to follow me on the journey, just hit me up on social media. There's no pressure.
Thank you so much, Joshua. I think that today we have touched very good points for the entrepreneurs out there. So don't wait until you exit your business in order to plan your wealth, to plan your finance. You need to have a clear plan. Once you're making this profit in your business, how you're going reinvest this profit. Yeah. Could be in the same business, could be in a business that add more services to what you currently have, but also could be different vehicles like property or or the stock market. The whole point is that that profit, that money that you are making, you have to put it uh, right away back to work because like they say, the word of Wall Street, more money never sleeps. Yeah. So money never sleeps, and with the right vehicle and with the right due diligence or with the right mentor that can guide you in how you can find different vehicles to diversify this wealth, that you can build for yourself a very safety net. And if something goes sour in one business or in one of the business, then you have always um, a backup plan. So thank you so much, Joshua, for this broadcast. Is amazing, and I wish you the best. And for all of you following uh, Unstoppable podcast, see you in our next episode. How brave entrepreneur like Joshua break that wall and achieve the first million. Bye for now.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.